Hey y'all, hey, we are back.
Good Sunday morning.
Good morning.
Ooh, good Sunday
morning, everyone. It's cold outside. Nobody wants to move around. Nobody wants to do anything. But I got to get out, though. I got to go to get some dog food.
You still got to go out in the cold?
Yes, I do.
Oh, tink, I'm sorry. Well, let me shut up because I got to go too. I got to go pick up my drugs, my blood pressure medicine, but that's another.
But we've had an exciting week, America. We've had so much going on between America and other countries. And last night, the shooting at Brown University. It's just so much going on in America until you just really you can't grasp one topic and stay on that too long because you got to try to be able to put all of it into one. Now, the Brown shooting last night, I only got bits and pieces this morning. They did capture the shooter.
Oh, they did.
Alleged shooter.
The alleged shooter. But they haven't said his name and they haven't showed a picture yet. So
he a white boy.
Well, yeah, probably.
He a white boy. Mm-hmm. I mean, that says it all. They ain't showed nothing. So.
And Brown, if I'm not mistaken, Brown is one of like the Ivy League colleges, like big time. Like the Obamas went there, one of their daughters went there. So yeah, but two were killed and 11 were wounded.
That's so sad.
And they had a shooting this week at Kentucky University, somewhere in Kentucky. A father came in and killed one of them students.
Yes.
Yeah, with a shooter, something like that, wasn't it? With the teacher or something?
It was
bullying.
Yeah, it was some kind of fights going on. I don't know if it was his child was involved and he came back and approached the students. But yeah, he shot one and killed one.
Damn dummy. That's all you can say about that.
And I'm so, we knew that the Republicans were not going to play fair when they just had the Democrats to agree with them to vote to open up the government. And again, I don't want to see nobody suffer. I don't want to see nobody go without anything. But I still say we had the upper hand. The ball was in the Democrats' court, and they should have played it to the Republicans wouldn't have had no choice but to open up the government. They would have had to open it up. Now they're not going to even negotiate with you at all, about the health care, and people are going to not be able to be. They're not going to be able to be at the doctor.
Yeah, I think it's sad because I don't want to say I see why they gave in, but I see why they gave in because you got so many people. Where were they going to get food from? How were they going to eat? How were they going to do this? So I get that because in less than 24 hours, hell, before it even stopped, you had the whole country about to lose their damn mind about not being able to eat, which I'm a greedy person. I understand eating is top tier. You got to eat. So
but the thing about it, did you notice how communities were stepping up though? Did you see how they immediately got in position to make sure that they were feeding? Now, I do understand people need their paychecks because they got to pay light bill, water bill, rent, mortgage. I get that part. But if they held out another week or two, the Republicans would have had to come through. They wouldn't have had a choice.
We would have hoped so, but they ignorant as hell. So who knows?
But remember, though, that was just a temporary thing. It comes back up, I think, next month, January 31st.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing over and over. So we'll see if they hold the line. The other thing is, too, for me, I think we're missing all this. And I say the whole country at large, we are in a civil war. And I just don't think the Republicans give a damn if they starve to death or not. I mean, just look at the moves they're making. It's insane. They want people to be lacking, to be without health care, food, housing, jobs, Social Security, education. They don't care anymore. And that's the problem. We are at war. So I'm with you. The Democrats should have said, to hell with it. Let's let it fall. Let it burn.
Let it fall. Let it fall, because sometimes with change, it has to fall. in order to
it's gonna
rebuild
hurt.
itself and make it stronger. Yes, people would have had to go and move in with family members, maybe, depending on how much money, they may have some months of rent saved up or whatever. Let it fall for the change to take place. The problem
But
is everybody want to keep trying to save it, trying to think that it's going to be okay. Like it's going to be okay. And it's not.
I don't think. I think the real is I don't want to say the real issue, but for me, if I try to put myself in their position, because I'm not, I'm an asshole. So, but if I try to put myself in their position, you have your constituents coming and saying, "Hey, I'm hungry. I'm cold. I literally don't have nothing. I'm already living paycheck to paycheck with this good government job. So you telling me I'm not gonna get this paycheck at all? I got 3 kids, or I got my elderly mother that I'm taking care of, or my disabled child, and you telling me I can't get anything? Now,
Sorry, not sorry. They voted for that.
well, even the people who didn't vote for it, and then it's like.
Casualties like casualties of war. Whenever there's a revolution, whenever there's a war,
that's true.
Casualties.
And I think I understand that as somebody that say, man, we got to suck that shit up and do what we got to do. But I think people who just want to live life, they don't understand that. They don't get that. Or people that is really struggling, they can't grasp that. All they know is they don't have, and I've been trying and I've been trying. You telling me something that I can't even control has taken it. Now, me being the asshole saying, why you sitting over there struggling? Did you go and vote? Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. So you voted for this because you didn't go vote. So there's layers to, for me personally, there's layers to my empathy. Is the word? Yeah, there's layers to it, because not voting is voting for the opposite of your interest. If you voted, yell, scream, cry, go tell them, look, figure this shit out. But if you weren't heard when it was important to be heard, because it's always important to be heard. But don't cry about it now. So when I say
they want
layers to it, I just don't know where to start.
They've been preaching for so long that when you don't vote, that helps the other side. When you don't vote, your voice not heard, blah, 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 blah. And we sit there and we watch Elon Musk steal that whole election. Steal the whole election. You know what I mean? We watched the country. We watched the country with 50 states, and all of them went red in a matter of 2 hours that night of that election.
Mm-hmm.
Something's never happened.
But I still think overall it was a low, poor turnout. And so if you have more people turn out, who's to say that it won't go in the favor that you voted for? Because it could jam those systems. They can't keep up with the count. We don't know.
But he had told us 2 weeks prior to that night that he didn't need any more votes.
It doesn't matter.
That's why they should have went out in droves. Exactly. I think that when he said that and we internalized that,
we gave up.
Us, all that. They said, well, ain't no point in me going to vote because they're going to win anyway. And they didn't. And I really think that's why he did what he did, because that man is a master marketing manipulator. When I tell you,
but he's not. It's his team. It's the people that work.
Doesn't matter. He's the face. It doesn't matter. He's the face of it.
He the face of it. So them folks, they knew what they were doing, because if you think about the Willie Lynch letter, it ain't got really nothing to do with physical. It's all about mental anguish and warfare. So mentally, he went and said, oh, y'all ain't gonna have to vote no more. Y'all ain't gonna have to do this, and this is gonna be the last time you vote. And that tells us, that tells the people who not ready or willing to fight, that, oh, it ain't no point in me going. They done already won. They done rigged it. So it ain't no point.
Let me ask this question.
They stay home.
Let me ask this question. Y'all tell me what you think. Why are the generations now so different from the ones with Jim Crow and civil rights? They were fighters. They wanted to fight. They had the heart. What's wrong with us now?
We got comfortable. We got comfortable with everything that they fought for.
Yeah, it's a lot of nuance. It's a lot of nuance. I think she's right, because our generation, we didn't see the signs white only, black only. We were
Mhm.
never turned down on a bus, public bus, where we had to either get off or get to the back or give up your seat. We
Mhm.
never experienced to go to the public library where we couldn't come in, or
Mhm.
hotels or restaurants or stops, rest stops where we weren't accommodated for. We didn't have to go through the back door through the Fox Theater. And y'all got one in Atlanta, just like Detroit. So
Mhm.
we didn't really experience that. And so, just like she said, we got comfort, we got money, we got credit card, we got furs, diamonds. We travel to Dubai, we do trips on cruises, Jamaica, the Caribbean, Paris, France, you name it. So these are the dreams our people help hope for, and now we're living it. And we saying the hell with it. We got it.
We got
So you don't think that it has to do with the time? Time, has, through history has is it's important. When Dr. King passed away, and it seemed like Andrew Young and Jesse and them, they didn't keep pushing forward. They didn't keep the momentum of the movement going. It's kind of like they just sit back, like we made it, and we knew we
I
hadn't made it.
I don't think they stopped. I think they tried
Well,
to pivot in a different direction because they were,
yeah,
it seems like right after they were more focused on the civil rights. So once they got the 64, 65 bill, instead of fighting for getting the bills, now let's fight to enforce them. And I think when people came with complaints and think people came and you saw the discrimination against that bill that passed, they were more focused on trying to enforce it. And they had to do it with individuals. I think it was the system wasn't there like it is now to do it in the masses.
But when they did the 65 signing of the civil rights, it was only for 25 years. So they knew that they was
It
going to
was
have
gonna
to
run
come
out.
back in 25 years and do something
Mhm.
about it. Okay, so Bush went ahead on, what I'm saying, and let it go through for another. But now it was never solid to the point where it's kind of like the HCA. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
President Obama said the other night when I was watching a podcast, he knew it wasn't perfect, but he figured if he put something into play, then the
They
people
can
that come behind him will make it stronger. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But it's like the
I'm not
theater
sure. I'm not sure it's the civil rights bill that expired in 25 years. I think that's the voters' rights. That's
vote.
what
Oh, that's
Bush
the vote.
pushed.
Okay, the voters' rights
yeah.
bill. Okay,
Yeah,
so we
right.
know that's a limited time on that. So why did they? It's like they just
I
Well, I
think
think
you
the
have
other thing
to.
is to they get comfortable, just like Shakira said earlier, and maybe they understand this that we pretty much might be fighting a losing battle. They got all the money, they got all the so-called power, they got all the avenues to wealth locked up.
yeah,
And basically, you remember that old saying, you can't fight City Hall? And pretty much
yeah,
that's what it is. Because you got to admit, Jesse, Reverend Sharpton, but he wasn't with them, but nonetheless,
right.
Andrew Young, those people became very wealthy.
Very
Very
wealthy here in Atlanta,
millionaires.
especially Andrew
Andrew
Young and yeah,
Young was on a board of many, many corporations. I know
yes,
Mhm.
Walmart was one of them.
yeah,
So,
Mhm.
ambassador, mayor of
right,
the
so
city, all of that.
he was not going to go against their interests because they were paying him. So
Yeah.
they used him as a buffer, as a face to show so-called progress, but also to keep him in line. Don't you go no further with trying to push this thing and advance black folks no more than what they got. That's my view on it.
Yeah.
Well, I just watched the interview with Young that Ti did on his
Yes.
Expedition
Expedition.
podcast,
Somebody,
Yeah.
and it was a
I saw
good
that.
interview. He's so old, his handsome self. But anywho, I understood the story on how he was talking about how they blocked him from trying to get money, so they had to go a different route and go into the stocks to get the money to do the airport and to do the other things that they did in the city of Atlanta. And it made me think about, well, what you just said ding 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 and brought that up. But it made me think all those ways that they were blocking us. Oh, I don't even want to put close on that one. Blocking us in traditional ways. We needed leaders, and apparently we had them. We just, I don't know if they didn't talk about it or didn't showcase it, but to do these unconventional ways of getting things done. And him and Hartsfield Jackson International.
Maynard Jackson
There
is
we go,
the reason
Jackson.
why. Yeah,
So with
got
them
it.
two going this untraditional way, it put Atlanta on the map for us, for Black folks, for color folks, and it made it a big difference. And then you think about all the Black cities across the country. You got Detroit, you have Chicago, all these Black cities. When you think about it, I would love to go back and see what untraditional or thinking outside of the box things that these people did in those cities to make them Black cities, because yeah, they weren't giving us some money. Like you said, these white folks capped him off and said, you can't go no further than this because I'm paying you. And he said, oh, okay, cool beans. Let me figure out another way
Well,
to get.
actually, Birmingham was the city that they had actually wanted to put that international airport
Yeah.
thing in, but Birmingham, because of the racism, they didn't want it.
Thank
Because
you,
they
Jesus.
didn't
They
want.
brought it to the A.
So they brought it to. So Maynard Jackson said, "Well, okay, we're gonna push it like this with Black contractors, and y'all bring it on in here." Because see,
Mhm.
Birmingham thing was because if we put an international airport, then we're gonna have all kind of people of color coming through here, and they didn't want that. So
Thank you for
Maynard
being
Jackson,
racist, Alabama. I
yeah,
appreciate you.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
but,
right now,
but
I'm
by
gonna
that
have to
same
say,
token, too, don't downplay Maynard Jackson. Maynard Jackson was
was the
a
man.
brilliant.
He
mhm,
was
He
the
knew
man.
his SHIT. He knew it, and he maneuvered it to his advantage, like Coleman Young did here in Detroit. And
Hmm.
Maynard was the man. And I think Birmingham did not have that type of intellectual powerhouse.
no,
Hmm.
they
Now
had
they didn't have a powerhouse to fight for him on the Black side, but they
what
had
was
the
I
white folks
saying?
pushing for
Why
not
does
wanting to
Yeah,
Bull
do
yeah.
Connor keep
But
talking about he not going?
Maynard had white folks against him too, but Maynard outsmarted them. He
it. Right,
outwitted them. And
right,
that's
Mhm.
how he proceeded to get Atlanta
right.
on the map. And that's my view on it. Because Maynard
Right.
Jackson was
Now
a
he did.
brilliant,
Manny
brilliant.
was a brilliant businessman. He was. And I look at his two sons now and they not doing so well, in life or whatever. But I'm like, man, did
Because
y'all
they
not
got
even get
comfortable
like
off their daddy's
a little
success.
bit? Did y'all not? It's like when I look at Dr. King kids, I'm like, did y'all not get like a little fraction, like a lid out of all of y'all? Nobody got just a little bit of
But
daddy?
but look at it in terms of this though. They saw behind the scenes maybe the
No
loneliness, the
trust.
isolation, the hard
Mhm.
marriage. It really probably wasn't as blissful as we might think. And then of course the death threats and all that, and even being killed. They probably said, "I'm just not going down this
I
road with
want
my
to.
life.
Right,
What for?
right.
What
It's
for?"
And
not for everybody.
it's
It's
not,
not for
and I was
No,
everybody.
it's
about to get ready to say that,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
saw all the ugly while we only saw the
yeah,
results. But in
yeah.
that same
yeah.
token, you think about celebrities like T.I. and even though Brian is not getting a bad rep right now, I get some of his points. But I worked for this. You need to learn how to work for this. And you have a lot of these parents and these people who just give to their kids, and they don't have to work or earn nothing. And then they sit around and when they're 25 or 30 and they look stupid.
Mhm.
You got to give you, I think, being in Atlanta, I've seen it, there's probably some kids that they was just given everything.
Yeah.
They grew
It's
up in
the
a
entitlement
bougie
generation that we're dealing with now. The
and
ones that
now
want no contact from their parents and all of that. You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
whole separate show. We're gonna put a
Yeah,
pin on
yeah,
that one. But
yeah.
that's a
We
show right
that's
there.
from that
Yeah, because
all that material thing. Just be like, okay, you can have, okay, yeah, you can have, yeah, girl, yeah. And now they don't know how to play jacks. They don't know how to jump rope. They don't know how to ride bikes. They don't know how to skate. They can't hula hoop. They can't play volleyball. You know what I'm
She
saying? Because
said
they don't
Jack.
even go outside.
Okay, I'm having the biggest fight with my grandkids right now. Go outside. These niggas got a basketball goal now. It's a trampoline that I drug up the street, but that's a whole nother story. We getting them stuff more to go outside because I ain't had kids in a long time. I know little kids, and now I got little kids, and they just be sitting here YouTube and I'm like, get your ass outside. Just just go outside. And then they do stuff like, okay, we've been out there 30 minutes. Is that long enough? Y'all don't even stink yet.
You start sweating.
Go outside till you smell like fresh chickens. And then
You haven't even started to smell like the outdoors. This
oh
is
my God, these kids do not go outside. Granted, I don't like outside right now. I go sit on the porch and I lose my mind if a bug touches me. I get it. But damn, y'all kids go outside.
Girl,
Like,
we didn't care nothing about those bugs because everything we was out for us and our generation was outside.
I
Your
mean, and I
bicycle,
guess maybe that's why I don't really care for outside now because I lived out there. I built the houses. I fed people grass and dirt. I built. I did some bad stuff. I
but these
take
children
birds
now are
out.
not going to even have, and it's sad because it's each generation is going to be lower and lower, especially behind us. It's going to be lower and lower and lower to the point where what are they going to do?
There ain't gonna be no trees. Shit, there ain't gonna be nothing. Idiocracy. Look, I say it all the
Well,
time. Idiocracy is just an open window to the future.
hopefully they'll find a way to get back outdoors. But that's a good point. So behind every opportunity or mishap is an opportunity to make. So maybe we need to look into having a Black exploration team to get kids outside on weekends in the summertime, go camping, fishing, those things, even if it's only for a couple of hours to the park so we can run and jump or teach them how to play
So
jack.
you went all the way to camping.
Yeah, jump rope. So now what we have to do is because we have to make that connection between us here in Atlanta and then you in Detroit. So we
Well,
have to make
each city do their own little chapter.
be doing their own little different little thing and come back and record it.
We
Let
don't
us
have to
see it.
reinvent the wheel. Yeah, we don't
Right.
have to reinvent the wheel. There's places out there doing it. Maybe we just need to volunteer our time and
Just
recruit
push
others
it.
to go.
Yeah. Just push it. Make it, bring it to the forefront. Make kids want to be like, oh wow, they jumping rope, double dutch. You know what I'm saying? I ask
Yeah,
these
because
children,
they
y'all
don't
double
know what
dutch.
they don't know.
Double what? I
Yeah,
was
they
like, y'all
don't know
don't
what
double
they
dutch
don't
with
know.
jump rope.
Look, I
They
started
don't know.
making these little scavenger hunts for the kids. I made one in the house because it's cold this weekend. I made a little scavenger hunt. I'm like, I'm gonna have to do one outside. I got the kids a library card, and we go and do the little
Yeah.
readings and the games and stuff they do. I'm like, Lord, it's hard having little kids now. I need to get out these.
Girl, you 41. You
But
know
I
what I'm
ain't
saying?
had no little kids
It's
since
hard
I was
having little kids.
23.
That's what I'm saying. Your oldest 25 and your baby getting ready to graduate high school.
Yeah, I ain't had no little kid in a long time. Like
That's what I'm talking about.
these little kids, man. I need
Can you
to.
imagine trying to hand me some? Girl, it wouldn't work. That shit wouldn't work. But do y'all ever have the feeling? Because I do have the feeling, and I believe I'm getting it more so than ever before. You ever get that feeling like nothing can be done, nothing is gonna change, and no matter what you do, it's a waste of time?
Yeah, I have a
Very
defeated
rare.
moment twice a day. Just twice a day. It lasts about 2-3 minutes, and then I'll be like, all right, next. I mean,
Very
I feel
rare.
like
And because you said very rare, so you optimistic
Yeah,
about things get better or gonna get?
Yeah, I just got the mindset you just keep pushing no matter what. And life is not going to be easy. Life is challenging, it's hard, and you just have to navigate through it. Through the good, the
okay,
bad.
Dory,
It's just the way it
let's
goes.
go. Just keep swimming. I mean, this
But
right.
how do you just keep going and keep pushing when you see that it's not working, nothing is working? I mean, how
But
do
you
you?
can't
Not
say
working.
nothing. But you can't say nothing because you can't speak defeat. It's like trained athletes. They learn to focus on the goal. You shut out all outside noises, stay focused on your goal. And win, lose, or draw, you gave it your best shot. That's all they can ask for you, a coach on the team. This is a life game. Dr. Phil, who's a deplorable, disgusting, degenerate person, but he does have a book out called Life Code. It's a very, very good book. I suggest pick it up and read it. And he's going bankrupt, which is good because he's a Donald Trump lover. But
Really?
nonetheless,
Donald Trump, he should go bankrupt.
yeah, good for him. But anyways, that Life Code book is a very good book. Pick it up and read it.
It's one of those examples of don't listen to the message, not the messaging.
Right. You got to take heed to the message, not the pay attention to the
you
message.
can see some of the results from the messenger because he did get very wealthy behind being in the media and his shows and stuff like that. His asshole true color started coming out once he got to that high level of wealth.
Right.
So he came back to himself.
But now Oprah didn't Oprah assist him with his show and all that? Did she put him on to that, or how did that go?
I think she put him on the map. I'm not sure if she was in on any of his productions, but she kind of gave his name national attention.
Yeah, his first couple seasons, she was a part of it because he found her during that Texas beef mess
Right.
lawsuit,
Right.
and he helped her in some kind of way, and she put him on and helped. But then now I'm thinking about it, it's just all of a sudden you didn't see them two names together no more. I don't know what happened. I wanted to see. That's some research to do.
That's some research to do. So why can't our black men leave these white girls alone? Why they keep throwing their careers away and throwing their lives away, disrespecting their name, their families, they're embarrassing their children? You know what I mean? Why can't they keep their hands off these white women?
Well, you talking about Mr. Sherman, his name.
You talk about right here, University of Michigan.
But he already had a white girl, so technically he didn't leave his family for a white girl because he already had him a white girl at home. He liked vanilla. He just, that white girl was.
I'm beginning to believe that in some of the black men, not all of them, but in some of them, there has to be a shortcoming or something somewhere that they feel like they can't fulfill the needs of the black woman, and it's so easy to just, or maybe simpler to just try to fill the need of the white woman and not the black woman. I mean, I understand that white women were forbidden fruit for so many years, but who cares? I mean, it's not forbidden fruit anymore. They go with the highest.
But it is. But it is because it's a lot of layers to it. I think that's one part, that forbidden fruit mindset or concepts of a plan, remember? But also, I saw an interview of some black athletes in college. They said that the white girls there on campus had the access to wealth or money that the sisters didn't have. They didn't have cars. They were struggling students. So they just kind of kept going down that road. And the other thing is, too, I just think they sick those white women on them to trap them. Because I was listening to, I think it was Umar Johnson, and I'm going to send it to you because it was saying with Tiger Woods. He said his wife was a nanny. Name one black nanny left, earned $100 million, period.
She was a nanny from the UK, from Sweden or somewhere. She came over here.
She was a nanny. She was a nanny, and she earned $100 million from her divorce settlement with him. So they sick them on those black guys because they know that that's a lot of testosterone flowing those athletes, and you know what they are, they hounds, and they go for it. So it just, and to their demise.
It's been like Tiger Game. After that, Tiger Game fell. His relationship thing fell. It was like, he
was cheating on. No, wait a minute.
He was cheating on him. He was cheating on her a whole lot of times.
Yeah, because the nanny is who
he married.
He married her, and so he was cheating. I just seen some documentary about him the other day. I was half asleep. But
his life hadn't been the same since. Once they actually had to inform him and let him know, bring him up to date that you a black man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He lost his father, and he got hooked on drugs, those pain pill reliefs, several surgeries. So it did kind of go downhill for him. But it's a lot of layers to it. Me personally, I just think this has been going on from the beginning of time, and it's going to always go on. It's just par for the course. It's either you're going to deal with it or you're not. You're not going to stop a man from doing what he want to do. You're not going to stop a woman from doing what she want to do. Let's get over it. It's what people do. How we all got here.
You can't stop nobody from cheating. I mean, you can't stop nobody from cheating, and that's fine. I would never even waste my time trying to stop somebody from cheating, because you'll lose yourself, lose your mind, lose your dignity, and all of that trying to track them down. I mean, it's like that day in Chicago when all them mothers went up there to the school when they jumped on that lady and her kids, and all this, and the moms going, well, where the dad is at? Well, I don't know. Yeah, well, let me see. I got him on my app. Yeah, you know more about where your man is than you do your kids. So it's not, you can never stop nobody from cheating. Anybody that think they got their man or their woman so tight wrapped around them, they need a head exam. It's like I posted a post the other day when you had that attorney, that marriage attorney. He said, marriage is nothing. It's something that we put together. It's a piece of paper. It's a piece of paper.
My biggest thing is a mindset. And if
I disagree to being nothing, but yeah, I get it. It's more to, it's a business too. It's a business
because it's a mental mindset. Like
absolutely, yeah.
Man, it's different. I look.
Yeah.
And I can say several times, especially in the beginning, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? I can love this person without being married, because you think, oh, it's just married. No, it literally it makes you think different, and it frustrates the fuck out of you sometimes. And you have to be ready for the fight. Like, and it's just one more fight that you add to everyday life. It really is. And if you're not mentally ready for it, you out there. You're gonna be cheating. You
I
doing everything else.
I totally agree. The other thing is, but the other thing is too, I'm thinking maybe, and this might be a little far off, but I'm thinking maybe we are trying to live according to a European standard, which just don't fit who we are. Because in Africa, and I'm not going to say all, they have many wives or many women. I'm not sure about the women having many men, but it's still a possibility. Maybe that's right. Maybe that's the problem, that we are not supposed to be what a European standard of relationship and marriages are. Maybe we're not.
And far as holidays, as far as the way we eat our food, as far as the way we take care of our body.
Somebody else that you can't. Your marriage is your marriage. Your relationship is your relationship. You can't put it in a box. So what works for you might not work for somebody else, and vice versa.
Absolutely.
And I always think about the whitest movie ever, but Sex in the City, the second one, when Charlotte said, Samantha asked Charlotte, well, how often are you happy in your marriage? That was the first one, I'm sorry. She said, how often are you happy in your marriage? She said, every day. Not all day, every day, but every day. And they have such a traditional marriage. It's just this, well, this 2 kids and a dog and all that. But then in the second Sex in the City, Carrie finally gets married to Big after all of that mess. And he wants to take breaks from each other. He wants to go to an apartment for a weekend and just have a breather.
So why get married?
Because see, there we go. See, that's the point that he made or that she made. Everybody's marriage is different. For me and my husband, we can't sit up under each other all day. We can't do that. We do need a break. Me having an office space is mental health for me. I'm not clingy. He's not clingy. We not like that. So we look at other people and be like, oh my God, y'all don't get off each other's nerves. Like, but everybody's marriage, you have to build it the way that works for you. And in that episode of Set, in that movie, that was a perfect example of, I love my husband, I want to be with him, but what works for us might not work for everybody else. And come to find out, the whole apartment that they was fighting over to get a free weekend once a month, the whole damn tribe was going to get a free weekend once a month, because they realized that you do need that space. You can't sit up under people. So while we out here judging folks for open marriages, triangles, sometimes, man, that's like personal get on your nerves.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Ruby D and Ozzie Harriet had supposedly an open marriage for years.
Ruby D and
Ozzie Davis. And they said that as long as you don't bring, if you don't bring nothing back to this house. So they had an understanding, and I'm with you, Shakira. It's all individual, but we are stuck on a Eurocentric lifestyle and a Eurocentric mindset to it's either this way or no way. We have a binary choice with America, especially from so-called Christian values. It's either good or bad, heaven or hell, holiness or hoish, and that programs our mind thinking like that. Yes. So when a man or a woman from the relationship might tip, Then you want to say you disavowed this and you broke this, but maybe he's being who he is. Maybe she's being who she is. That's all they
And
can
the
be. They can't
signs
be
were
nothing
there
else.
all along. The signs be there. They give you signs. They give you signs of what they all about, and it don't take no more than about 90 days.
But
So you
you
find
we
out what
don't
you're dealing
know
with.
from the outside looking in if they done already had that conversation. We don't know from the outside looking in if they agree that 1 weekend a month you get to go suck and fuck whatever you want to, and then on Monday we disinfect, and then we back married to go back to work. We don't know, so it's like that.
So okay. So with that being said, though, Chicago, why get married? Why not just have a
But it's
friendship,
more to it than just
a
getting
kinship,
married. It's more
a
to it than
rocket?
that. It's I love this person and we're gonna take care of each other no matter what. Because remember, it's a business ship too. And so
Mhm.
with that business ship, if I die, at least this woman gets my stuff legally. She will be taken care of. In just
Cycle.
the relationship, she has no legal grounds by and
Mhm.
large. So that's why you get married. It's a business. I'm gonna take care of you financially when I'm gone, or you gonna take care of me when you've gone. So that's why you get married. It's not just for the lovey-dovey feel good. It's the whole concept. We're gonna take care of each other no matter what, through sickness and in health. We got it.
Mhm.
But
Right.
what? I mean, but as an individual, why you want to embarrass your wife, or why you want to embarrass your husband? You
Why
know
do that?
damn well you a football coach of a major university in this country, and you gonna just embarrass your wife and kids like that?
You didn't
But
have,
he's a
you
young
didn't have a
guy. He's
conversation.
not even 40 years old. He probably just don't get it. Again, that athlete mindset. He grew up around football, that testosterone is all about how many
Because
chicks
he
they
know
can
he under the
bang.
microscope. He know
It
he under
doesn't
the
matter,
microscope.
cuz it doesn't matter. The downstairs override the upstairs the majority of the time.
He said that so nice. You want me
Period.
to say it for you? You want me to say it for you? Keep
No.
it that went. I
That
mean,
I mean, I don't know. I guess I took, I know I feel like sometimes I need a partner, I need a companion, somebody to travel with, go eat with, or kick it with, or whatever. But I found the joy of just, remaining single for the fact that I was able to live my life on my own terms.
and
You know what
see,
I'm saying?
even with being in a marriage, you can do that too. It's about be having a conversation, making sure y'all on the same page. Because okay, I've been married 10 years. In those 10 years, I done been 4 different people. Ooh, that was bad English. I done been 4 different people. And in those same 10 years, my husband done been 5 different people. Every now and then you gotta check in and say, are we still doing this? Because you're going to grow. You're going to evolve. And when you first get married, you out, yeah, I'm gonna be great, I'm gonna be this and this and this. And then them 90 days in, you be like, what the fuck was I thinking? What was I doing? Not that, I mean, that man could have did that. He been married how long to that woman? And he finally just flipped, and now he with this other white woman. The honeymoon phase or the lovey-dovey stuff has
Yeah.
died down. So a lot of times, and this is so not excusing, and I'm so not putting myself in trying to say this, but when that lovey-dovey stuff dies down, the shit gets hard. And when it gets hard, if you can't go to your person and have a conversation that I have changed, I am changing, I want this, I need this, you're gonna do some dumb shit like start screwing your secretary and start stalking her because that secretary is giving you that covenant that you want or you need from your spouse. And it's gonna feel good over there. Which a lot of times I feel like that's how a lot of cheating happens anyway, because it feels whatever that other person is feeling a void that you're not getting at home. Now, have I ever stepped out? No, I have not. Why? Because I finally broke down and said, okay, this is what I do. This is what's going on. This is how I feel. And or you cry it out, you argue it out, you yell it out, you pay silent treatment for 24 hours, and then y'all figure it out. But you go outside 9 times out of 10 because you're not getting something in place with your person. And it's very equivalent to the 80-20 rule. You just need a little bit. You just really need a little bit. And and that other person is gonna give you 35% versus the 20 that you're missing.
And I get that, but why go through all that legal technicality of getting married, getting all on the paper and all that? Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna give you permission to go ahead on over there and have your chick on the side or do it on the side. Yeah, you can go ahead on and screw around or whatever. Why? I mean, if you're gonna just do it like that, just do it and leave out all that other legal bullshit.
But you won't have no legal grounds if anything happened. That's why you do it. Because remember, having an affair is not always equated with loving them. It's just the physical thing, and that's it. I still love my wife. My wife gonna get everything. The hell with you. You just a piece. That's how it goes. And you got to remember this too. Guys, we are hunters. We love the chase. Once the chase is over, we done. Move on to the next chase. That's how we built. You can't get mad at us for being who we are. We hunters.
No, I'm not mad at nobody for going. I mean, I feel like everybody's supposed to do it till they're satisfied. But I'm saying, this man, here you are now. You done put this on a national. You're on a national level now. Your wife embarrassed. Whatever. She probably your kids embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Your mom and dad and them, everybody that know you, affiliate with you, everybody now looking like, man, what was you thinking about? Now, because now you done lost it all.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way because we instinctual. We're animals. And that instinctual drive overrode the logic and the rationale approach. I don't know if you guys are Star Trek fans, but the old Star Trek with Spock and Kirk, well, Spock was a Vulcan and he was driven to this planet to mate because he sabotaged the Enterprise. So he had to go. But anyways, make a long story short, he said it was inside of him. It was innate. He had to go do it. And that's the point that I'm saying. We're hunters. We have to chase. We have to chase.
So he lost a $5 million a year job.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Just to go jump somebody's bones.
But that might be true. But you handle those consequences later. If you are working off of instinct and your animal natural instinct, it just is what it is. Like cheetahs. Cheetahs typically chase after a fast speed animal because they're the fastest animal, land animal. So they need that instinctual drive to keep their practice of speed going. They don't want no slow dragging animal. They know that's no thrill. It's no fun. Mm-hmm. The heart rate gets busy. When they hit that 72, 77 miles per hour, then they have to cut the chase off because they'll die from a heart attack, cardiac arrest. So we're animals. We're animals.
I ain't cutting I wouldn't cut my $5 million off a year. She would have had to be living over in Sweden.
You say that as a 60-something-year-old woman. You don't know what the hell you'd have done at 30-some years old. 25 years old. He's still
it wouldn't have been to mess that money up. It wouldn't have been to mess them $5 million.
I'm with you now. I do like my money. I have to agree with you on that. But hell, I'm 62. I can't see what I would have done at 25.
Look, we'd have been. I'm going out of town and I'm putting on a wig and I'm gonna travel across the country to see you, boo boo. Because ain't no, if it was that serious that I had to get it, $30 million job. Ooh.
I ain't getting rid of my money. I'm with you on that one.
I see. That's what I'm saying. So let's get clear understanding from the beginning. Let's get clear understanding from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hoe. I like being with multiple women. You know what I'm saying? So I can't commit to this one because I like them all, and I'm not finna let you fuck my money up. See, I wouldn't care about none of all that other stuff, but that money thing, yeah. See, that's where you get me at.
Well, his thing was. It wasn't so much as that. It was his contract with his job. He could go have as many women as he wanted. It's just that he couldn't fool with the staff member.
The staff.
Because that opened up it opens up a whole.
So now what are the consequences for her? Because she under the same rules and regulations and company policy.
Well, I don't know if she's a contract person or not, so I can't speak on that. And I don't know if they kept her or not, but it doesn't matter. The girl get ready to get paid because she's gonna sue the university because she was not free from sexual harassment.
What?
Yeah, on the job. She was on the job.
with little girls. Okay, I know this is another subject, and it really burns my. Pisses me off that little girls are such victims. Like it doesn't matter what goes on. The girl, the woman, the they are treated like, oh my God, they were so wrong. That heifer was jumping and riding that man bone for how long? And now that it came out, she not gonna lose her job and she gonna sue them. Like, no, that man's wife should sue her. The school shouldn't
She
have shit to
could.
do with that.
Yeah,
The
she can do a
school,
civil suit. She can do a civil
yeah,
suit with
the
that.
school shouldn't have
But the
nothing to
school
do with
does
that.
because she's an employee and you
Right,
are free from harassment,
right.
racial,
Sex
all that
It
harassment.
on
ain't
the job. That's a
harassment if
federal
we
law.
agree.
Yeah.
It ain't harassment
But
when
she
we agree.
claims she claims she cut it off
And he
and he
attacked her
still was
some.
bothered.
Yeah, he was
What's
he
that?
was
Right.
talking to her.
And she got a raise being his girlfriend. So there lies the problem. She could say, well, he told me I wouldn't get this promotion unless I sleep with him.
Right, right,
So I slept with him and I got the promotion.
right.
And that sounds like a personal problem because that means your
Well, that
ass
sounds like a
not
white
being
problem.
cool.
That's how white people do. I mean, that's the
Oh,
process of
niggas
thinking
do
of the
it too.
white people.
Look
Yeah.
at Bill Cosby. That's what everybody say. Oh well, I thought I wasn't going to get. I needed to do, so I decided to sleep with him. And now you crying about it. You let it just like he did, and if you didn't, you got wet for nothing. Dude, stand on your own 2 feet. Quit being victims all the damn time. And I hate to say that as a woman. And
Be
I
like on that pay as you that be on like that contract for pay as you go cell phone.
Well,
You need to fucking pay
it's
as you
definitely
go.
opportunity. It's opportunist, and I just think it's bad that society has monetized
Yeah,
women to think that they have to go for money.
have to
And
go
I
for
know
money.
we need monies to survive and have this so-called dream life or dreams come true life, but you can still make a very good living for yourself without having to go through that type of
Yeah, but then it goes back to the thinking of the white man. White men want women to depend on men. They don't want them to
absolutely,
have their
absolutely.
own independence. We are
I don't
dealing
think
with
that's just white man. I think that's universal because in those Middle East cultures, even in the Chinese culture, they treat them women like shit. They Chinese beat the shit out they women. They beat the
But I mean,
shit. And
the
when you
black race
feel
is where the man is okay with the woman making all the money. She can make the most money. We cool with it, as long as I can spend it. I'm cool with it. And then we dealing with the president and the administration that actually wants to legalize being a pedophile. That's what they're trying to do with this Epstein thing. They're trying to say a grown ass man, fully grown, can sleep with a 14-year-old and it's okay.
Well,
See,
it's
this
not
the
that
track
bad
they
because
go
she's
down.
not 8. She's not
yeah,
8.
it's
She's
not that because
14.
she's not 8. But again, what go around come around, that's nothing new. What you're saying has always been a part of society. In Pakistan, India, African nations, they have them at 12, 13, 14 years old being married. So I don't know what the solution is. I think it's deplorable and disgusting to
It's
take a
horrible.
child's innocence away, but it's been
But
going
they
on ever
feel
since it's
like
been
once
around.
their thinking is once they start their cycle, especially in the other countries, once they start their cycle, they can start having babies. So we got to start putting babies in there, have more babies to work the land, work the field, or whatever, however it go down. But all at the same time, for a grown ass man to want to sleep with a child,
But you're looking at it from this perspective. In their culture and their view, it's nothing wrong with
nothing
it.
wrong with
That's
it.
what they've been doing for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Again, I find it disgusting, but
Yeah.
again, that's what they do. It's what they do, and it's nothing wrong in their mindset. And some of those young girls, unfortunately, they don't have no say, and they just say, "Okay, well, what am I gonna do?"
Wow.
That's so sad.
It is. We live in a crazy world, and it's unfortunate. It's a male-dominated world, and men get their way.
Men get their way. It doesn't matter if black race, white race, Chinese. The man is gone. Now I better walk that back because black men seem to be the only one that can actually get control of the situation of how, I mean, it's like with the white men, it's like, okay, are we gonna cut you off? You can't have no abortion. I fix it where you can't even go get a bank account. I fix it where this, that. They'll fix theirs. You know what I'm saying? Where they can't do nothing but
They
bow
got the
down to
power,
you.
cuz they got the power. The black
Yep.
man can't stop bank accounts. He can beat your ass to make you not get an account, but he can't put a law in to stop you from getting a bank account.
No, he can't. And sometimes they, like with the abortion thing, sometimes abortions are medically necessary depending on the situation. You know what I mean? But they want to implement a law to put it in where even if the woman just let them die. You know what I'm saying? It's just
that lady in Atlanta that was a host cell in Northside. You know that baby's still in the NICU 6 months later.
Yeah.
That baby is still sick because it was feeding off of a dead body.
Yep.
Oh my.
That was at Emory.
Mm-hmm.
That was at Emory Midtown.
Emory. Mm-hmm. Then there's another. I just seen a TikTok where this lady, a conservative lady who voted for Trump, she admitted it. She's a wrestling coach at Ohio State, one of them country ass schools. Anyway, so she gets pregnant. It's with her husband. This is baby number 4 for her. She started getting sick. She started having cramping. She's in the process of a miscarriage. She goes to the hospital and they tell her there's nothing that we can do. You have to pass it. She says, "Oh no, the proper way is we got to take this dying fetus out." They tell her no. This woman has the gall, the audacity to get on TikTok and cry. This is not what we voted for. If I'm sick, then that's what you have to do. You have to give an abortion because that's going to save my life medically. All these other people are doing it just because they don't want to have kids. I want my kid, but this ain't what we. Bitch, are you sure?
No, see, they can't get it together. See, they can't get it together. They don't know if that's what they want. And the minute they go against them, oh, we ain't vote for this. Oh, well, that's what we vote for. I don't even pay attention
to
them.
We voted for his policy. His policy was don't have abortion. If you ain't strong enough to carry a baby,
exactly. They are so obtuse. They are bereft. They just don't get it. They just don't. Yeah. It's like a deer in the headlights, and you study telling them because whatever you think about this asshole, he has telegraphed it. He told everything he's gonna do. Why are you surprised?
It was written out in 200-page.
Because they thought they're in their little inhuman brains. They felt it was gonna affect everybody, but them. See, it was gonna kill the black and the brown people, and if they're not citizens, they're gonna die. They're gonna get them out of here. We're finally gonna make America white again. We're gonna have 100 million white people, and we're just gonna be a great island like Mar-a-Lago, and we're just gonna be doing our thing.
Good luck.
You know what I'm saying?
Good luck. Good luck.
Go out there and work them restaurants, work them in the hotels, They need us regular ass folks, and that's the part that baffles the shit out of me. Everybody does not make $1 billion. If I put an island with only billionaires on it, everybody's gonna be looking around like, that's beneath me, that's beneath me, that's beneath me. And them toilets gonna be nasty, their ass is gonna be hungry, their ass is gonna be dirty. Like they not thinking about that. You can't get rid of everybody.
No, they're not. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna bring in a group of people that don't talk back, don't have nothing to say, don't ask no question, just get out here and do the job. That's what they're gonna do. But
that's what they're trying to do here.
The ones like us, we want to have something to say. We're going to talk back and all that. Those are the ones they want to ship out.
Yeah, they wanted to take it back to slavery mindset and conditions so you will be forced. Because think about it. They get rid of, I know our time is up, get rid of pensions, health care, Social Security is on the chopping block. They don't want you to have any vacation time. They want maternity leave gone. They want the FMLA gone. All the things that the unions have benefited the working class people, they want that gone. So when we pull those jobs away, because AI is here and going to take away jobs, they said this is all you got. Be happy you got it. That's it. Because the slaves had no options by and large.
They didn't have no options.
So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to go back to that. Well, they had options, but it wasn't many. So that's the thing. They want to make the conditions so desperate and so hard to where you don't have much of a choice. That's just like they're doing with the ACA. Exactly. Just like the ACA, they're getting rid of it by defunding it because they couldn't vote it down, but now they're going to pull the funds what'll make it crash. They know what they're doing.
Just take the money and everything crash. Just like they're going to take our Social Security. We've been working damn near all our life. And they're going to take it.
They're going to try their best. They're going to try their best.
Trump and his cronies going to find a way to get in there and get that trillion, few
it's
trillions.
$4 or $5 trillion. They're going to find a way to steal it. Because that's what
they're going to get it. And then that will be the collapse of the country. Because now everybody's going to hit the street, start fighting it. Because that's how it's going down.
Oh, we're going to see white on white violence. We're going to see white on white crime.
Girl, you're going to see old man with a cane jumping on an old lady.
Look, the statistics gonna go up. It ain't just
it's always the black people, the black
violence. You see white on white violence in all them school shootings
every day. We see it in the streets when they taking down people. They taking down their own kind and don't realize it. Oh, he sound Mexican.
You just see the police execute white violence all the time.
That's right, all the time.
Them not on the FBI list.
I know, right?
That's just living.
Just living. All right, team. It's time for us to wrap it up. It's been a great one as always. We always have interesting topics, interesting conversations, and we're passing along great knowledge. So 2026 is going to be some big things, bigger and better things. We're going to do more. We're going to implement more. We're going to make it all happen. We're going to make it work, everybody. Just stick with Get Your Shit, and I promise you won't have any regrets in the end.
Get your shit.
Get your shit.
Talk to y'all later.
Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hey, bro, we on the radio.